So now we're going to tell it to go somewhere. Just going to check my time here. Okay. So we're going to tell it to go somewhere. Now, you can make this really simple, or in some maps, it's very complicated. I'm actually going to show you a very complicated map that I made, and it's in my other video, BHD Map Making and Game. It's a D-Day map, and I'm just going to show you what the waypoints look like, a lot of them, and it gets very confusing when you're making it. So it's loading right now. See, that's it. This is the whole map that I made. These boxes over here are triggers. I might show that in the next video. And these are all waypoints. All these orange things. And you'll see there are a lot of circles. It's very confusing. But I'm just going to show you the easy way, just a simple thing to start you off. Start a map. Alright, so here we are. We're going to tell this helicopter, let's say, or you know what, I'm going to insert a building right here. So insert mode, buildings, and we'll do, let's do that. Alright, so that's how big it is. And if you want to rotate that, you can rotate it. No problem. And we're going to tell this helicopter to hover beside the building. Why not? So we're going to insert. We're going to click where you want it to go. So right there. And we're going to go to markers. And you go all the way down to the bottom of the list. And it'll say waypoint. So you click that, and there's the waypoint right there. That's the waypoint. And you can make it, this circle on the outside shows shows how specific where you want the object to go. So you can make it, and if we click down here, right at the bottom, it brings up the item attributes. So everything about that item. So you could, and that's very important. You need to use this. You can make it as big as you want with the distance right here. Right now it's at 10 meters. You can make it at 1 meter, so that's the helicopter will land within 1 meter, the exact spot where you want it, and that's how small it is now. It's just a little yellow dot. That's 1 meter. And you can go back, and I could change it to 50 meters. And that's how big of the area that the helicopter can enter into. It doesn't have to be a specific spot. So that's just something to know. And you have to name this. You have to name this, and then you have to make the helicopter go there. So in order to do that, let's just name it. You have to go into edit. You have to go into waypoints, and it'll come up with this. So waypoint 1, that's what it'll be. Description will say heli hover. So that is the name of that waypoint now. So you will be able to recognize it later on when you're telling where the helicopter should go. Waypoint does not loop, so you don't want the helicopter to keep on going back there. Just once it gets there, it stays there. And team blue and red waypoint, I always click both. Doesn't really matter. And so now that it's named, you click it and you select heli hover. So you go into the item attributes right here on the left, and you say list. You go to the list, heli hover. Now this waypoint is called heli hover. It has a name. That's what it is. Now you go over to this helicopter, and as soon as you go into the item attributes, and you go into waypoint list again, and you tell it to go to heli hover. So now, as soon as it's ready to take off, it's going to go to heli hover. So let's just check what that did in the game. So I'm going to save and export with stats. So now the game is up to date. And we're going to go in the game and check what it looks like.